ladies and gentlemen. Allow a soul from a bygone age to speak to you across the chasm of centuries. My life was but a flicker in the grand theatre of time, yet the echoes of my journey still resonate. My name is William Shakespeare. In the dimming light of history, I emerge as a figure draped in shadows, a poet, playwright, and actor of the Renaissance era. Amidst the whispers of applause and the echo of silent tragedies, I found my place among the King's Men theatrical company, a realm where stories were spun like gossamer threads. My works, those fragile vessels of passion and despair, now sail across the seas of time. They number 37 plays, 154 sonnets, and 2 narrative poems, each one a testament to the tumult of the human heart. For over 4 centuries, they have lingered like ghosts, haunting the stages of memory. Yet, as fame embraces me, a shroud of mystery veils my existence. I was baptized at Holy Trinity Church in Stratford-upon-Avon on April 26, 1564, my true birth a murky reflection of this date. Some say I came into this world on or near April 23, 1564, my life entangled with the delicate threads of uncertainty. Stratford-upon-Avon, with its bustling markets and winding river, was both cradle and crucible to my formative years. But behind the verses and the footlights, my story is as enigmatic as the mist that cloaks the Avon at dawn. The curtain falls, leaving questions unanswered, like the silent lament of a lost soliloquy. I emerged into this world as the third light in a constellation of hope and sorrow, born to John Shakespeare, a craftsman of gloves and dreams, and Mary Arden, an heiress to land and legacy. My father, a man of local repute, held the weighty titles of alderman and bailiff, positions that cast shadows of responsibility upon our modest abode, an office akin to the mayor of our small, bustling town. But fate, cruel and capricious, held dominion over our family. Though John and Mary bore 8 children into this precarious existence, the spectre of grief loomed large. 3 of my siblings were swept away in the chill embrace of infancy, leaving me, the eldest survivor, adrift in a sea of loss. Sisters Joan and Margaret, mere whispers of life, vanished before their stories could be written. I became the sentinel of a fragile brood: Gilbert, Joan, Anne, Richard, and Edmund. Anne, taken too soon at the tender age of 7, a fragile blossom plucked by unseen hands. Joan, the sole heir to outlast my own brief passage through this world. The chronicles of my youth are but dimly etched shadows, scant and fleeting, bereft of substance. My early days slipped through the sieve of memory, swallowed by the silent maw of time. Scholars, peering through the mist of ages, conjecture that I trod the well-worn path of the King's New School in Stratford, my schooling a fleeting dance with literacy and ancient tongues. Yet, my steps halted before the threshold of higher learning, leaving a void that would sow seeds of doubt in the minds of men. At 18 summers, I bound my fate to another, Anne Hathaway, a woman of years beyond my own. Our union bore fruit swiftly, with the arrival of Susanna, a beacon of hope amid the shadows of our shared existence. Yet, joy mingled with sorrow, as 2 winters hence saw the birth of twins, Hamlet and Judith, a fragile symmetry that soon shattered. Hamlet, my son, slipped beyond reach, leaving only whispers of grief and unanswered questions. 7 silent years stretch like a yawning chasm in the tapestry of my life, a void pregnant with speculation and doubt. The world, oblivious to my silent vigil, whispers tales of my absence, weaving mysteries in the fabric of my existence. What shadows lurked in those forgotten days, what unseen dramas unfolded beyond the gaze of mortal eyes. The answers, lost to the relentless march of time, leave only echoes of a life half-lived, a tale incomplete, where sorrow and mystery entwine. Early in my career, I was able to attract the attention and patronage of Henry Wriothesley, the the Earl of Southampton, to whom I dedicated my first and second published poems, Venus and Adonis, 1593, and The Rape of Lucrece, 1594. In fact, these long narrative poems, 1194 and 1855 lines, respectively, were my first published works. My most well-known poetry are my 154 sonnets, which were first published as a collection in 1609 and likely written as early as the 1590s. Scholars broadly categorize the sonnets in groups based on two unknown subjects that I address: the Fair Youth sonnets, the first 126, and the Dark Lady sonnets, the last 28. The identities of the aristocratic young man and vexing woman continue to be a source of speculation. In 1594, I joined Lord Chamberlain's Men, the London acting company that I worked with for the duration of my career. Later called the King's Men. It was considered the most important troupe of its time and was very popular by all accounts. Some sources describe me as a founding member of the company, but whatever the case, I became central to its success. Initially, I was an actor and eventually devoted more and more time to writing. Although the theatre culture in 16th century England was not greatly admired by people of high rank, some of the nobility were good patrons of the performing arts and friends of the actors. Two notable exceptions were Queen Elizabeth I, who was a fan of Lord Chamberlain's Men by the late 1590s after first watching a performance in 1594, and her successor King James I. Following his crowning in 1603, the company changed its name to the King's Men. In the waning days of the 16th century, amid the tumultuous currents of my life's voyage, I and my brethren of the stage forged a monument to our dreams upon the southern banks of the Thames, a sanctuary of wood and dreams we christened the Globe Theatre. Here, amidst the open air and echoing cheers, Julius Caesar unfurled its banners as the inaugural offering of our sacred hall. The birth of this theatre, a testament to our collective passion, breathed newfound life into our fortunes. But fate, ever capricious, laid siege to our sanctuary. In the year of 1613, as the fiery tongues of tragedy licked at the stage during our performance of Henry VIII, the globe succumbed to the inferno's wrath, reduced to smouldering ruins. Yet, undeterred by the ashes of our ambitions, we rallied. Swift and resolute, we resurrected our hallowed stage from the ashes, and within a year, the globe stood once more, a phoenix reborn. Alas, the winds of change blow cold and cruel. In the year 1642, the somber edict of Puritans fell like a shadow upon our beloved realm of artistry. The merciless decree that silenced all theatres, including our cherished globe, heralded its final curtain. 2 years hence, the echoes of our glory were swept away, leaving naught but the ghostly whispers of memories. Centuries crawled like wounded time, until the ardor of an American son of the stage, Sam Wanamaker, dared to dream of resurrection. In the dawn of modernity, the Third Globe Theatre rose from the ashes of antiquity, a testament to the undying spirit of art and ambition. In the year 1997, amid the applause of centuries deferred, our storied stage once again welcomed seekers of wonder and truth, a beacon of hope in the shadows of memory. I wrote 37 plays revolving around three main themes: history, tragedy, and comedy. With only small degrees of variation, I primarily used a metrical pattern consisting of lines of unrhymed iambic pentameter, or blank verse, to compose my plays. At the same time, there are passages in all the plays that deviate from this and use forms of poetry or simple prose. Around 1603, I am believed to have stopped acting in the King's Men productions, instead focusing on my playwriting work. I likely spent the last 3 years of my life in Stratford. Tradition holds that I died on my 52nd birthday, April 23, 1616, but some scholars believe this is a myth. Church records show I was interred at Holy Trinity Church on April 25, 1616. The exact cause of my death is unknown, though many people believe I died following a brief illness. In my will, I left the bulk of my possessions to my eldest daughter, Susanna, who by then was married. Little seems to have gone to my wife, Anne, whom I bequeath my second-best bed. This has drawn speculation that she had fallen out of favor or that we were not close. However, there is very little evidence we had a difficult marriage. Other scholars note that the term second-best bed often refers to the bed belonging to the household's master and mistress, the marital bed, and the first-best bed was reserved for guests. I have gone down in history as the greatest dramatist of all time, and am sometimes called England's national poet. I am credited with inventing or introducing more than 1,700 words to the English language, often as a result of combining words, changing usages, or blending in foreign root words. If you've used the words downstairs, egregious, kissing, zany, or skim milk, remember William Shakespeare. I am also responsible for many common phrases, such as love is blind and wild goose chase. Ah, how fickle are the tides of fate that cast shadows upon my name long after my mortal breath has ceased its fleeting dance upon this earthly stage. Alas, I am but a ghost in their scholarly discourse, a spectre of doubt haunting the annals of literary history. Let them debate and dissect, while my words, like whispers on the wind, continue to resonate with the hearts of those who seek solace and understanding in the beauty of human frailty. But as I stand before you, brought to life anew, a melancholic truth dawns upon me. The world I once knew, of ink-stained pages and whispered sonnets, now yields to the silent glow of screens and the clamor of digital tongues. Technology, a marvel that spans continents yet threatens to erase the intimate dance of words upon paper. Books, my cherished companions, grow distant as the modern tide carries humanity toward new horizons. How strange it is, to awaken from the slumber of centuries and find a world so changed, so distant from the embrace of my beloved craft. The bard's words echo, all the world's a stage, and yet I find myself a stranger upon it. And so, with a heavy heart and a sigh of parting, I bid thee farewell once more. Let me return to the quiet solace of my resting place, where the timeless embrace of parchment and ink awaits. For this world, dear friends, is not mine. Its wonders and woes are for a new generation to navigate. But remember, amidst the whirlwind of progress, the soul of a poet endures, boundless and eternal in the verses that linger, as shadows in the fading light. Fare thee well, and may my words linger gently upon your hearts, as whispers from a distant time.